Hello, welcome back to the Spider Web, and in this video, as you can see, we're carrying on with Marvel Crisis Protocol, and we're painting Crossbones. So, Crossbones, he's all in black, near enough, but we are going to do a little bit more embellishments than just having him in black. So, let's get on with it, shall we? No more faffing about or anything like that, let's just get into it. So first off, we need black, and the black we're going to be using is Abaddon black. So give it a shake, mix it out rather nicely, and bang some on our palette. We probably need quite a bit of this, so I'll put quite a bit down. We'll rinse off our brush. And once we've done that, we can get the brush that we want to be using, which is going to be our size 4 Rosemary & Co. sable, into the water, and here we go. Splatter it all. Don't worry about anything else. Just splatter it on. Now, as you can see, it's not purely black because you've got some skin tone there, but the majority of him is black. I'm trying my best not to paint on the mask because that's staying white. So I think that's everything. I'm just going to... Oh, I haven't got the rule book around. The rule book I have is for... Oh, I have, sorry. It's here. It's here. Got to be somewhere. Right, let's have a quick look at... Yes, everything is black, near enough. There is an area I've gone over that shouldn't be black, which is the... My brushes. That should be black. But that part shouldn't, that's skin tone. So when that dries, I'm going to go over with white again too. And I can do the skin tone over it. In fact, I'm not going to do white, so I'm just going to put a little bit of spaceship exterior on it. I'll do that. We don't need a great deal, so I'm not going to put a great deal out. I just want to check on the mask as well. Okay, on the mask, and there you can see skin tone as well. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, is that bit dried? I'm just going to mop it up with a damp brush. Just to get as dry as I can. Most of it's actually coming up slightly. So let's cash in on that good fortune, shall we? But let's just get into the spaceship exterior and put some of this down here. There we go. Everywhere else is black, except those parts. Okay, so that's that. Right, let's get in for some flesh tone. And we're going to start off when I can find it. Oh, hang on, I found it. Barbarian flesh. It wasn't the one I was looking for. I was looking for a paler one, but this will do. I thought I had a paler flesh colour in my Citadel collection, but I can't seem to put my hand on it at the moment. But we'll use this, don't worry. One thing I do want to do first of all is just go over this part here. We've accidentally caught it with black. That won't do fine. I'll just paint that bit there as well, just to be on the safe side. There we go. That will do fine. Now, as I say, near enough everywhere for him is black, except for the flesh tones. But the eyes as well are going to be what you call it? Going to be oh heck, come on. Going to be these proper eyes. Now, as you know, you're going to see his eyes rather, and as you know, I'm not too into painting faces and eyes. So what we're going to do first, while waiting for them to dry, is just go into the eye sockets with a little bit of Reikland flesh shade. I don't have much of this, and to be honest, I don't need much of this. It's just to go in there. That will do. Yeah, I could touch up later on the mask as and when, but that will do nicely. And I'm also going to get a little bit of the black just to get a little bit of a very watery colour. Oops. And just see if I can do this on the mouth. Just to pick out the detail there. Dab it on and then allow some, what you call it? Oh, let it go where it needs to or wants to. I'll touch up a little bit more on the black area of the helmet. Mask, what do you want to call it? Oh yeah. Capillary reaction was what I was looking for. And so just to make sure that the all the mask is covered. There we go. As I said, we can come back to the mask and sort that out later. Now let's do the flesh tone. Might as well see as we put it out. So it's me and my painter Barbarian Flesh. If you remember, I did show you the bottle. And we'll just go over all the white areas in this now, because that should be all that's left to paint. And there we go. It's just a case of snapping the paint on, making sure that you get a nice smooth coverage, so it's not blotchy or anything. Now, I hope you're enjoying the videos that I've put up so far. As you see, I've done them, so they've been going up at least once a day for a couple of weeks. I thought while I'm stuck in and I can do them, I might as well see if I can plough through as much as I can in the time that I'm stuck in the flat. So I'll get as many done as I can and then put them all up as like half-hour episodes, as it were. I have got a ring for Rumble Slam. That's done and painted. I'm going to be doing a video about that when the second ring that I've ordered arrives. Because I'm doing one ring for my casino and another ring for Ali's casino. So I've done the one for my casino and I'm going to get it right for Ali's. I had quite a lot of trouble with the one that I first got. I learned quite a few things on what I should have done. And I'm going to be making a video about it. When Alice comes, I'll show you the steps that I take for covering that. But there we are. That's the first job done. The next job, we're going into the flesh tone again. No, we're not. We're going into something different. We're going into Inky by Darkness, and we're going to start highlighting the black, because we don't need to do much in the line of highlights for this fella, because let's face it, it's all in black. You can't really highlight black terribly well, make it look black. So we're going to use Inky by Darkness. Did I show you that? I think I did, but there it is again. I'm going to use that to start off the highlights in stage. So let's get in there, shall we? Now we're looking at everything that is facing upwards. Any pouches, not just pouches, but anything that is actually that is facing upwards. And I'm just going indifferent, just putting little dabs here and there. I'm not being precise because there's a lot going on here. and it can look very difficult, and it can be very difficult to see exactly where things are. So I'm just making little dabs here and there to pick out certain details. We're not going to be going too into what you call it, highlighting for this. Oh, I don't know what's up with me. Throat's going to become very dry. And there we are with the front. Again, we're going all the way down to his boots. Everywhere he's getting some of this that needs it. So we're looking at near enough everywhere that is looking up or is raised. But at the moment, we're just picking out. I mean, we could, if we wanted to, just do a dry brush all over. But I don't want to do that because dry brushing can make it look a little chalky. And that's not the look we're going for. We want it looking powdery, we want it looking nice and smooth. There's a little bit of white showing there, so I'm going back into the black. I'm not washing the brush out because I don't really need to. They're both very dark colours, so one will drown out the other. But I will have to clean the brush now to go back into the Inky Black Darkness, with that being a paler colour. And here's again, we're just hitting raised areas. Trying to give the impression of it being black rather than blue. But blue, as I've said before, is a very good highlight for black, which is why we try to use the darkest blue we can find when we're highlighting black. And the palest blue we can find for putting shadows into white. Because blue is an ideal, I've said it before, blue is an ideal colour for highlighting black and putting shadows in white. So sometimes when I'm painting white, you'll see me suddenly put a little bit of blue in a shadow area. And that's the reason why, because I'm wanting to darken it down. It's a natural colour for there's some more skin there. I'll just finish doing what I'm doing here. I think that's more skin. Not 100%. But I'll go with it. There we go. You can see it's not completely black, but it's not completely blue. So that's that bit done. I'll go back into the spaceship exterior and I'll just paint here. Actually, it's not. Should have kept it as black. It's like a bit more body armour for him. So I'll go back into the black again and fill that in. There we are. So it's very subtle, this Inky Black Darkness. So subtle sometimes I forget I've done it. But there are areas I have and haven't done here. So let's just make sure I've done everything before we go on to the next step. There we go. Mustn't forget to do the gloves as well. What's surprising is one thing I really quite often forget to do. There we are. I'm just going to go over. I mean, some of these I may well change and do them a different colour later on. But as long as you've got the proper steps that you need to take, you can make changes and adjustments whenever you need to. There we are. And as I say, it's all to do with trying to make this, pick out the details but still trying to make it look black rather than any other colour. So if we just content ourselves with just painting it as dark as we can, it will work wonders. Again, we are going to come up with this a step later as time goes on to pick out further details, but not to any great extent. Okay, so that's the black done. I want to tidy up the white mask, and I'm going to use the spaceship exterior for that. There we go. And that will do nicely. And next stage we're going to be doing the wash on the skin tone. So back into the Reichland flesh shade. And as we said before, there's nothing much to do here. It's just buff it on. And when it dries, we can come back and highlight the skin and highlight, put the final highlights on the black as well. So that's all I can do for him at the moment. I'm stuck now until this dries because I want to spend more time on the skin than I do on the armour, or the clothing rather. And I've got one more step in the armour to do, and the clothing to do that.